Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm just your friendly neighborhood country boy here. And today we're going to be opening up 4 more of these bad boys right here from the Spider-Man Retro Wave, Hasbro's Marvel Legends. I don't know which figures we're going to open. It's going to be random, pull them from a hat, what names. I'm going to review them at the end, say which ones I like the least, which ones I like the most. And we'll go from there, I guess. If you want to know what figures I've already opened, you can go to my last video, which was part 1, or I can just show you a picture right here of the ones that I opened before, but you don't know which ones I like the best, which ones I like the least. For that, you're going to have to check out the last video. So without further ado, let's pull some names out of a hat. All right, here we have the hat full of names. Who's going to be number 1? First up, we have, a big boy, Kingpin himself, Mr. Wilson Fisk. I've always wanted to open that one because he's a big one. It's a bigger package. The insert joke there. And then Symbiote Spider-Man. Oh, another great one. I'm assuming. I haven't opened these yet, but some fan favorites here, I think. All right, number 3. And another Spider-Man figure, Reilly Spider-Man. Cool, sweet. What do we got? Number 4, last but not least, hopefully. Let's open it up. Regular Spider-Man. You know what? I can't do that. I cannot do 3 Spider-Mans in a row. I'm going to throw an audible in here. Sorry, but this Spider-Man is not going to go... He's not going to be getting picked right away here. Okay, I'm going to pick him some other time because I already got 2 Spider-Mans in this opening. I'm not going to do a 3rd Spider-Man. Let's do Electro. Electro, that will work, okay? Have another villain in there. All right, so let's get to opening these guys, starting with Mr. Kingpin. And as I said, this is a big boy. I can't even get the whole packaging in the frame here. I need to do some funny business to try and get him seen. Look at him, big guy. What a beautiful guy. Like I said, Wilson Fisk's Kingpin, as you can see, looks like a pretty cool figure, pretty bulky. That's the front. I'll show you the back, and I'll show you from a little further away, so maybe you can see a little better. Yeah, you see that? You see that? That is the Kingpin's packaging. Let's do something to get him open. And here he is out of the package, Mr. Wilson Fisk, Kingpin. Guy that can buy and sell your ass if you wanted to. He definitely is a big boy. He's awesome. He's blocky. He's heavy. He's got some pretty sweet detail. I love the coat, the way it opens up. See how chunky this guy is. He's got pretty good posable legs. Like, they're ball joints, the legs. They're not like normal kneecaps that you get on other smaller figures. It moves up and down the arms. Pretty good. Head swivels. Yeah. All that. Here's the back of him. That's that guy. Damn, I'm loving this guy. He is pretty freaking sweet. I love his face. Like, he's been in a fight, obviously. This is probably the one I'm going to keep on him. I like that he's a scrapper. Obviously, he fights Spider-Man and other good guys, good doers. But he does come with a couple of other accessories, which I'm probably going to definitely put one of them in his hand when I can. But first one, I'm going to show his other face. Kind of plain Jane, gruff-looking old man, doesn't take no shit from no one. I appreciate it. Doesn't have quite the character that face does, but I do like it. And then his cane, which is pretty sweet. It's got the big jewel on top, which he's definitely going to have in his hand when I pose him in my cabinet there. Okay, come on, focus. Here we go. Get closer. Focus. Damn camera. Hello? Focus, camera? Doesn't want to focus on this damn thing. Okay, whatever. I don't want to waste too much time on it. But yeah, that's his cane. He looks pretty cool. I can't really say too much bad things about it. I think I know that there was a Build-A-Figure a few years ago of the Kingpin. I'm pretty sure this is probably the same figure that you just just put together, just different colors. And I'm loving it. This is one of the big bad guys from the cartoon, from the 90s at least. And he definitely deserves to have his own figure. Pretty sweet. Next up, we're going to do Mr. Symbiote Spider-Man. And here he is, Mr. Black and White Spider-Man. The Symbiote Spider-Man, if you will, from when he had the Venom suit on. It looks pretty badass. I think this is a lot of people's favorite version of Spider-Man. At least this costume. And you know what? I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's definitely up there. I love the look of this figure. Definitely Todd McFarlane-esque, the way it looks. He definitely had a lot of awesome ideas when it came to his designs back in the 90s. So that's the front. I'll flip it around, show you the back. That's all the stuff. So Spider-Man gets all new look when he finds a sleek black costume in space shuttle wreck. That doesn't quite sound right, but something like that. Anyways, I know that it is from space, but I don't think he found it in a spaceship and just put it on. Anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to open them up and we're going to see what we think about them. All right. Here he is, right out of the packaging now. I don't know what that voice was. This is Symbiote Spider-Man, and he looks freaking sweet. He is very poseable, man. This guy is kind of got loose limbs, and just, I could put him in all sorts of positions. No joke intended there. But this guy, man, he was freaking really poseable. I couldn't believe the movement that he had. Like, this ab crunch is awesome. The waist, the chest swivel, or whatever you call it. The head, the rocker. Holy crap. He's got so much going on for him. He's just so movable. I mean, I wish I was more imaginative in positions that I could put character into, because I don't know really how to pose Spider-Man very well. I'm not very good at that so far. I'm definitely going to do some practicing and see what kind of ways that I can pose this guy. Because he's got some really good articulation. Really loving it. And oh, just look at that butt. That's a tight butt right there. Just beautiful paint too. Black and white is looking good. Oh, look at the shoulders, the way the paint goes in there. It's kind of neat, but also at the same time, you're like, if your arm goes back like that, you're kind of losing some of the paint that's on there, but it's not like it's a big deal. I'm not going to be posing guys from behind too much anyways. But damn, I'm liking this guy. Oh, I mean, I knew I was going to like this guy just because of the way he looks. The black and white symbiote suits. It's a lot of people's favorite, but man, he is looking sweet. But what else does he come with? Obviously, you got to have these web shooting hands, or thwipping hands, if you will. And then you've also got to have, because he's a Spider-Man, some wall crawling hands. You know? Go like this, like I did last time. Excellent. Oh man, that's way better. Excellent. Mr. Burns. That was bad. Anyways, so that's what he comes with. Nothing more. I kind of wish he came with maybe some spider web that can make it look like he's shooting some webs out or something. You know, but it's okay that he doesn't. He kind of stands on his own without all that stuff. And just damn, that's a sexy looking figure. I'm not gonna lie. That is a sexy looking figure. I don't know if I like him more than my Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man, but I do like him quite a bit. This is up there as one of my favorite Spider-Man figures, for sure. Well, before I drool all over my camera here, let's get to the next figure, which is going to be the Ben Reilly Spider-Man. See if he stands up to this guy. And here's Ben Reilly's Spider-Man, the clone of Peter Parker. Or was Peter Parker the clone of Ben Reilly? I don't know. I never actually read the comics, but I do believe originally Peter Parker was supposed to be the clone of Ben Reilly, but then they retconned that because people hated it, because they're like, no, Peter Parker has to be the real Spider-Man. And I would agree too. It should be the original OG Peter Parker. Anyways, I digress. I don't really know enough to talk about that. This is Ben Reilly, Spider-Man. And I think he looks pretty cool. I'm going to flip him around here. That's what the back looks like. Shows you a bunch of stuff. After years of self-imposed exile, Spider-Man is back. Now calling himself Ben Reilly. He's still in a brand new costume, web shooter, web crawler, blah, blah, blah. Okay, it doesn't tell me whether he was the original or not. But that's something you can do by looking it up on Google or, you know, maybe reading the comics. So this is Ben Reilly. Let's get him out of the package. So here he is out of the packaging, Mr. Ben Reilly himself. And this is the reason why I didn't want to do 3 Spider-Man in a row. It's because it's going to be very similar to the Symbiote Spider-Man that I just opened. Going to have a lot of the same articulation, actually the exact same articulation. I believe they're the same figure, just different paint job, pretty much. Not that it's a bad thing, because you could have thousands of different versions of Spider-Man, because he's had so many different looks. And you know what? This one looks really well done. I'm really liking the paint job. Like the eyes, the spider webs, the giant spider. That's the Ben Reilly look. And the blue, the half spider web side and the half like pure blue on that side. I like this look. It's not my favorite look, but I do like this look. The wrist gauntlets are pretty sweet. I think those are basically the same wrist gauntlets that I got for my Daredevil figure. I'm not 100%, but they look like it. And I like the way that the hands, like the painting there, like how it's blue and then like the fingers are red, but not the middle fingers. The middle fingers are blue. So like your flipping fingers are a different color than the other fingers, which is pretty sweet. And then there's a big ass spider on the back as well. That tight buns right there. Man, I do like this figure quite a bit. I mean, how can I not? It's the same as the Symbiote Spider, just different colors. But it's painted so well, I can't complain. Let's see. Then we also got the fists that every Spider-Man has to have, because how else can you fight without fists? And then the wall crawlers. Let's do this better this time. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah. So I don't know why I gotta do that every time with these stupid wall crawler hands. But yeah, that is Ben Reilly. I really like it. Fantastic, beautiful colors. They really pop off of the figure itself. And yeah, that's him. Lastly, we're gonna do Electro, and we'll see if maybe he is better than any of the others. Here we have him, Mr. Max Dillon. Right? Max Dillon? That's right, right? Oh, I gotta look that up now. I'm confusing myself. It's Max Dillon. It's Max Dillon. It's gotta be Max Dillon, right? I'm gonna look like an idiot if I'm wrong about that. Electro. Jamie Foxx. There. Electro. I've always thought the mask was always kind of ridiculous in the cartoons and the comics. But if you're gonna have a figure, you gotta have him with the mask. That's just his iconic look. Let's take a look at the back. Let's go. So yeah, there's a pretty cool picture of him shooting lightning and a bunch of other figures. What does it say? As the villain Electro, Max Dillon. I got it right. Yeah. Wields full control over electricity and his never-ending quest to defeat Spider-Man. All right. So that's going to be the packaging. Let's take a look at what he looks like. Zap. Here we have Max Dillon, Electro. And I'm loving the look of this guy too, as I love every figure, because clearly I do not hate any figure. I'm not very subjective, as you can tell. I mean, I bought a figure, I'm not going to want to hate it, so... I do like the way his face looks. That is pretty cool. Like, he's got like a bit of a smirk going on there. You can see his eyes right in there. Man, that's pretty sweet detail. The lightning bolts coming off the face, going all the way down. The deep V of his. Going down the sides. Pretty cool. I got the lightning off the gauntlets, I guess his gloves, you could say. Love the green. I love the yellow. That is classic Electro. Got the black top. You wouldn't even notice that until you turn him around. But that's pretty cool. Like they even sculpted where the ear would be inside there. Look at that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool figure. He looks pretty badass. Very electrifying, if I do say so myself. And then the only things he comes with are these hands that have electricity shooting out of them. Zap. Zap. If you are a Simpsons fan, you might know where that's from. But yeah, I mean, it looks pretty sweet. I'm really liking the way the figure looks, the way he moves, he poses. Actually, no, he doesn't pose exactly the same as like the Spider-Man. Like his crunch isn't quite the same here, I don't think, which I like because it's different. He doesn't have to be as posable as a Spider-Man figure, because Spider-Man's got to be like a freaking gymnast, basically. They got to get into all sorts of positions, whereas Electro's just got to zap you, right? So that will be the last of the figures that I have to open up today. Next up, I'll place them in order of the ones that I like from least to most, to favorite, I guess. Let's do that right now. Here we have all 4 of the figures that I just opened up. I've laid them in order of my least favorite to my most favorite. As you can see, Ben Reilly, you know what? Nobody here is a loser at all. I love actually every one of these figures. They all stand on their own. But I'll say the only reason why Ben Reilly is last is because he's probably, out of the Spider-Man figures that I have, one of my least wanted ones. Like, I obviously wanted this one, and I want a regular plain Jane Spider-Man, and this one it's up there, but it's definitely not a definite need. And yeah, I mean, he looks great. I do love the colors, and the character is fantastic. He's just not as good as these guys, I guess. Electro, I think he's fantastic. I think the paint app is great on him. Posability, articulation, whatever, what have you. He looks great. And the lightning he's got going on kind of reminds me of my Gozer figure from the Ghostbusters Plasma wave. Looks cool. I'm probably going to keep him with the lightning, so it's like he's always trying to zap somebody. And then next up, Symbiote Spider-Man. I wanted to put him number 1. I really wanted to. And he is so awesome. I can't express enough how much I love this figure. The big eyes, the black and white, just everything it's basically perfect. Yeah, I just couldn't put him above the big boy. Like, damn, this is a chunky beast of a guy. And there's a reason why Spider-Man has so much of a hard time fighting him. Even though this guy has like no superpowers, he's just a big, chunky, beefy, strong bastard of a man. And yeah, he looks like it. He fits that bill. This is a awesome figure. Really loving the way it looks. I love the way all of these guys look. There's, like I said, no favorites other than the order that I put them in. Like, you know what? My order might even change in a few days. I might put somebody over somebody else. But for the time being, for the sake of this video, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, I should say. But yeah, that'll do it for episode or part number 2 of my retro Spider-Man unboxings. Go ahead and check out the rest of my videos if you like what you see here. I'm countryboy_9. And if you like any of my stuff, I've also got other videos I do with my friends where we just do some pop culture chit-chatting and whatnot, called Wasted Opinions, and we're on YouTube. Go ahead and give that a subscribe if you want. But for now, like I said, I've been your country boy, and stay tuned for episode 3. Who will I open next?